today from Talk of the Town, we are talking to the Ndlambe Lockdown Support Group. I have here with me Lungi Mhekua and Chris Diliano, and they're going to help us to understand what the group is and how it works. So first of all, let's start with Chris. Chris, tell me about the Lockdown Support Group. What are you doing exactly?
Rob, the Ndlambe Lockdown Support Group was formed when the lockdown was announced by President Ramaphosa. We realized that we were heading into a crisis, and we decided to form the lockdown group, thinking that we'd be operating for 21 days and assisting the community and so on. Mm-hmm. Although I think it's 137 days later, and we're still operating.
It's quite incredible.
The Port Alfred community has been incredible, and both our local community, local business, NPOs, church groups, everyone has come to the party. We've raised, I think of yesterday evening, 1,170,000 rand.
R1 million, and that's from local donations?
Local donations, national donations, international donations.
Wow.
A lot of Port Alfred businesses have contributed. I think every single church group in Port Alfred has made a donation to the organisation. Rotary has been a massive supporter of ours. And I think today also I'd like to make a special mention of Namato Change a Life. Jan Blom and Lunga, who's the project manager, have been quietly in the background supporting us, not only with the use of their vehicles, but these young men that assist us every day have been operating for, as I mentioned, over 137 days without any asking ever for any remuneration or pay or anything like that. It's volunteers who come every single day, and the work ethic and the commitment is, to me, absolutely amazing. And I think today we need to congratulate Jan on his project that he's done. He's changed young men's lives, young people's lives in Port Alfred, and without Namato Change a Life, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing on the ground. That's just a fact. Yeah.
I was here from the start.
From the start.
Yeah, from the start. So as the day progressed, the first donation came. Chris, David McGregor, and myself, we started to talk with the suppliers and how to buy stuff. And we discussed how we're gonna allocate all the food parcels and stuff. Now we are here. We didn't think that it would last this long, but yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of starving people. I presume, Lungi, that you actually discovered a lot of people who are in need.
Sure. Going into the locations and as in going to everyone's house, it's I would say that it makes one think and be grateful for what they have, because sometimes you go there, you find people with no food, basically nothing, only water, and then you would see the happiness that it brings when we come in, because we are known now for distributing these food parcels. So it's been amazing to make a difference. Yeah.
part of the project of doing the food gardens is restoring people's dignity. The other thing that we're looking at is we're not looking at community gardens. We're looking at individual people receiving individual gardens. We are busy in talks with the moment with a technology company that's developed an app called What 3 Words. So when someone donates or can donate a vegetable garden drum, which is about 2,250 Rand, that's complete with soil, with seedlings and everything else. Again, the young men from Ndlambe Change a Life, led by Ndlambe Vito, will be monitoring the garden. So what you're going to have is there will be a 6-month period where the garden will be monitored. It's not going to be handed over until such time as we know that that person is dedicated to ensuring that their garden, with training and with support, that they will actually that garden will be successful for them. The thing with the vegetable gardens is that because it's compacted, it can fit into a small space. The yield is very good on it. You don't require spades and wheelbarrows and tools and all sorts of things to garden. It has a wormery in the middle, so the soil is self-sustaining. It keeps replenishing the soil, and so that's the idea. The idea as well is we, together with Ndlambe Change a Life, we're going to set up I think one might call it a testing station, an agricultural station where people can come and learn about it. And then we're going to use a token system where people come and assist in that garden. They'll earn a token. After they've earned a certain amount of tokens, they will then get a vegetable garden which they've earned. The other thing as well is with the donors, we have an app which was given to us by Green Fingers Mobile. With that app, basically we can register the household head, how many people under the age of 18, ID numbers. So we've got the whole data on that household. That gives us a report, and then together with What 3 Words, you as a donor can enter your the 3 words on the look, and it gives you a location which we then take photographs on. So, and any time a donor can go and see how the garden is progressing. Just like to let everybody know we're now registered officially as a non-profit company. We have our own account with which donations can be made. And lastly, then I'd just like to, I think on behalf of all of us, I'd like to thank the community who've made the donations, the businesses who've made. I wish I could name everybody, but the list is like
Endless.
is endless. And again, I just want to thank everybody who's contributed, the team on the ground, in particular Robin Hyde, who's put in hours and hours of work, Dave McGregor, Lunga, Simdila, and then a very special thank you to the young men who've been here day in and day out. And one thing we must also do is thank the ladies from Rotary who've fed us. And then last but not really a very important aspect is the ladies who've been doing masks. There's been a team of women in the background who've, I think, they've sewn thousands and thousands of masks, which we put into the food parcels. And I think without them, we would have probably seen a bigger amount of people who've had COVID in this town.
It just blows me away. As the guys probably told you, it was meant to be like a 3-week stint, and to be going 140 days or whatever later. It just really blows me away, the generosity of the community and kind of the generosity as well as the guys that you see here. I mean, it takes a hell of a lot of commitment. The reward is a personal reward in the sense of, I suppose you're feeling like you actually making a difference in places, but the commitment of these guys here, this team of guys, is absolutely remarkable, as well as the commitment of the donors and the people that actually sustain this project. Hats off to Chris Stilianu. He came with an idea here and he chatted to a few people and it kind of snowballed into this. And as I say, it's just amazing to see that it's still got traction. Times are difficult for everybody, and there's a lot of uncertainty, but to think that we still have generous people out there that are thinking of fellow human beings, that's what really I think inspires everybody is the commitment of the people that make this thing possible. It's not just the team of volunteers. If there was no commitment from the public, the volunteers wouldn't have anything to do. So for me, it's just absolutely incredible.
We'd like to thank you on behalf of Talk of the Town for allowing us to come with you today. When people have something to donate, where do they take it to? Where do they bring it to?
They can come here next to the old Build It house. Build It shop. Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays between 9:30 and 12 and 1. Yeah, between those times.
Right.
Or they can just contact one of us through Facebook. Then we'll be happy to come and collect.
Fantastic. Yeah. So guys, that's absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. As I say, I'm sure there's a lot of people in the Malta now who are very grateful, and on behalf of them, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.